Gemini, welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is genuinely well. This will be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, Venus dominant in your natal chart. Or if you happen to be cross-watching for Gemini. You might find some information in this reading that may be a match to your story. Gemini, take what resonates, leave the rest. Please don't make any rash decisions based on a general reading. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can always book a reading on my website, which is angelicascensionstarot.com. I'm going to go over some topics that might be sensitive. Gemini and cross watchers, if that's not your thing, go ahead and sign off from this reading. And let me remind you, Geminis, this is not a reading for a specific person, even though it may seem like I'm speaking directly to you. This is a reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini in general. Let's get it, Gemini Nation. Let's see what might be playing out for you over these next 7 days. Okay, Gemini, here's your energy. Gemini, you're here with the King of Wands. This could be someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Temperance. Highlighted right off the bat. Air signs and fire signs. Some of you may have, you're of course, Gemini, an air sign, but you could be dealing with another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Another Gemini. What's that? Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. See someone in your situation, Gemini, that you might feel is a liar. Maybe there's someone around you that you feel is out for themselves. And it seems like, there's this King of Cups. Water signs are introduced into the reading. Seems like maybe there's someone that could be thinking about leaving home. Maybe someone needs a chance to pause and relax. Because it looks like somebody is really feeling like they're having to walk on eggshells in this situation. Possibly due to some sort of conflict. I think someone is ready to end conflict. Some sort of beef that you've had ongoing with someone, Gemini, or cross-watcher, somebody's ready to put an end to it. They're like, it's time to debt this. You could be having dreams about someone in particular, Gemini Nation. Somebody could be having dreams about you. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have the motivation that you normally have lately. What is this? Yes. I think that there is someone, Gemini or cross-watcher, that you wish would keep their mouth shut. What did I get that for? I believe that was possibly Aquarius. Okay. You wish somebody would keep their mouth shut. Yeah. I mentioned the air pollution is constantly coming out of someone's mouth about you. Or Gemini, somebody feels like this is you constantly having something to say. What is this going on with Gemini? Yeah, Gemini. You're like, oh my God, again. It's like you're giving this the eye roll, okay? Think you see what's going on. Or this is happening in front of your face. And if this is not happening directly with you, Gemini, you could be the observer of this. And it doesn't mean that someone could be talking about you. Someone could be talking about someone else. Like I said, you could be the observer of this situation. I said, it seems like you got trust issues with someone this week, Gemini. Poet. Maybe somebody is poetic. You know, maybe somebody does have some sort of communication talent or whatever. Maybe somebody is a singer, a songwriter. Maybe you have some sort of musical talent, the magician. You have a lot of eyes on you, Gemini, for whatever reason. You could be moving. You could be getting the keys to a new place. I feel like you could also be saving some money. Maybe it's a good idea to put some money away. Maybe you dance, maybe you're a performer. But it definitely feels like someone has their eye on you, Gemini, in particular. Like I said, you might have a lot of observers or spectators. And as I just mentioned, you could be the observer of a particular situation. Heavily involved in this is a Leo. So this King of Wands could definitely be someone with Leo placements. Beneath that, you have Demon. We're going to get to that. I feel like this has to do with the way that somebody is acting. You know, as in both situations, mouths are open. I think you're going at it with somebody. It just seems like some ugly words are going back and forth between you and someone. Gemini, somebody a smoker. Maybe somebody has a smoker's voice, or somebody could, maybe there's an issue with secondhand smoke, possibly. Let's see what's going on with I want to call you Cancer all of a sudden. Maybe you're on the cusp. Maybe you are Gemini Cancer cusp, or you're, yeah. Wow. You noticing a lot of spiders around you? That's interesting. I'm rotating the card and it says rotation. I think this has something to do with people in the background. I think this could be someone with a lot of different people in rotation. So this could be you seeing something. Gemini or cross watcher, you could be coming across something. And I'm trying to see what this is. Is this family strife or whatever? Spirit guides is saying, no, this is an intimate partner. Or this is someone that you're dating. Or that maybe someone had the intention of this becoming a dating situation. Let me make it clear, Gemini. If you're dating this person or cross watcher, somebody's not serious. And that's what I mean. You may see something, and I think somebody is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is what I mean. And if it doesn't have anything to do with a dating scenario, let's say it's in general, someone in your situation could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Somebody could be phony. Somebody could be portraying themselves to be a certain way, but really and truly, as you kind of get to know them and the mask comes off, it seems like there's something that you might see about this situation. Okay, because your guys are saying, look at a situation a bit closer, Gemini. Maybe for some of you, you might feel that it's time to take off the rose-colored glasses and look at a situation for what it really is. I see that someone is looking at somebody as obsessed and clingy. And I see, and it doesn't mean that it's true. It could just be that this is the way that someone is viewing the situation. Like I said, it's a matter of perspective. One of you may see a situation a particular way, and the other one of you may see it entirely differently. But I definitely feel like there's something that your spirit guides want you to see about whatever this is that's playing out in your energy. Especially if this is someone trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and it may be camouflage something. There's an Aries. Okay. Let's see what's going on. How does this play out? Okay. You have the Death card here, as if maybe something did come to an end. Or like I said, somebody could possibly be thinking about ending a relationship right about now. Putting an end to something. But I mentioned to you some sort of arguing. Maybe you live in the same house with this person. There's definitely something going on with your living situation. I can see that. But I think that this is possibly, like I mentioned, somebody that you're living with, or somebody is shacking up with you and they're not serious. What's going on with Gemini? So are they putting an end to this? There's so many different things going on. Gemini. You have a fire extinguisher, Gemini. You might need one. Or it might be a good idea to kind of keep an eye out with children, ovens, electronics, this sort of thing. You have the Death card again. Okay. Definitely a lot of bug activity. Death. We're going to talk about this in a second. I kind of see what's going on. But yeah, children. So that's what I mean about this fire, unless this is figurative. It's like somebody is playing with fire and somebody might get burned, sort of thing. I don't think that that's literal. I think that's definitely figurative. All right. So let me see. Are you putting an end to the arguing? Because it seems like one of you is ready to lay this to rest and the other one is like, nope. Because it looks like there's lies that are being told about something in your situation. Somebody's not being entirely truthful about something, Gemini, which is why you guys are saying, look at the situation closely. Okay, Spirit guides, what happens next for Gemini Nation? Dealing with someone who's controlling, possibly? Yeah, there's definitely something that you don't see. I promise you. Unless you have some sort of a vision problem. Maybe you're going to get some prescriptions for your eyes, sort of thing. But you see how she's looking now? She doesn't see something. Spirit guides are saying, look, Gemini. Look. Or look, cross-watcher. You looking at those? There's a lot of different things. As I'm asking that question, a lot of different things pop up. Observe. Promise you, there's people that are watching a situation. Okay, let me put it this way so that it's not so vague. Some of you obviously do something on social media. This card that says poet. So maybe I said you do something that brings you a lot of exposure, a lot of attention. Maybe at work, maybe especially if this is you possibly dating someone at work. Gemini, be discreet about it. If you are dating somebody at work, if you decide to look this person's way, because it does seem like somebody could be attracted to you at work, or somebody at work could possibly catch your eye. Some of you, let me be clear, are in a third party. Please don't hear the words third party and assume that it has something to do with you. It may not. Not everything mentioned in this reading may apply to you personally. Keep that in mind. Some of you are in a third party, and some of you don't see that. You don't recognize that yet. But if, like I said, if this is you doing this at work, somebody at work kind of catches your eye, you want to go out with them, do so discreetly. You see these people watching? You got some nosy individuals. Maybe that's why I'm seeing so many eyes on you, Gemini. Somebody's birthday could be coming up. You could be celebrating the birthday of, where are we in Taurus season? Or there could be Gemini. Maybe you're looking forward to your birthday. Maybe there's something significant that might be playing out around your birthday. Okay, there's a lot of different things here. You got a lot of interference. Maybe this is why there are a lot of eyeballs. There might be a lot of onlookers in your situation. Anyway, it seems like there's other people that are interfering. Other people might have an opinion about what you're doing. Or like I said, other people might be pointing something out. Let me see. Is this done? It looks like somebody is waiting for closure on a situation. And if this is the case, Gemini or Crosswatcher, find peace with not getting that closure. Because the person that we're talking about is coming across as very stubborn. Clear the fog. I think this has something to do with someone's memory. Somebody might have a selective memory. Somebody's memory could be possibly foggy about a particular situation. But I think that someone does want to come and clear something up with you. Like I said, one person has one perspective of the situation versus the other one. And maybe there's something that could possibly be cleared up. But I think that maybe you're detoxing from someone, Gemini or Crosswatcher. You might view someone as absolutely toxic. And maybe somebody does have a substance abuse issue. Somebody smokes and vapes a lot. If I didn't mention that, yeah, I think that you do have a talent. As I said, maybe you're a songwriter, you're a singer. Anyway, let's see. How does this play out, Holy Spirit, for the Gemini Nation? You took offense to something that somebody said. Somebody's feelings are hurt about this. Whatever was said, it seems like this was said back and forth. You got somebody in the background as if this was said in front of in the presence of someone else. Somebody else overheard this. Some vile words were said. Okay. And maybe some onlookers. You got a lot of references there to glasses. Anyway, you got a lot of spectators. Somebody heard this, overheard it, saw something that happened. Somebody wants to dead the situation. They don't want to argue anymore. So I think somebody's making a decision about this. Somebody may have kind of lost their temper for a minute. And it seems like Gemini, a cross watcher, give this person some time. They may come back to their senses. It seems like there's just a lot of frustration having to do with the situation. Somebody just kind of needs some time to cool off. And then it feels like maybe there might be a rational conversation that could be had. Does it come with an apology, spirit guys? How does this play out for Gemini? Oh, yeah. Somebody does maybe feel like they made a mistake, unless this is you. Somebody is doing a lot of reflecting. They're looking back on this situation and they're like, oh my God, this was a mistake. Especially if this is a third party. And that's what I mean. If you're dating somebody at work, don't let this be you. Or maybe your intuition says, no, I don't think I should do this. But your attraction to someone kind of pulls you toward this person. And, and if it is, it's not the end of the world. Where you kind of see it for what it truly is in the end, For some of you, somebody is ending a relationship. If you are in a third party, it feels like someone feels as though they maybe chose the wrong person. Or they completely mistreated you, Gemini or cross watcher. And somebody's looking back and feeling that they made a mistake. Make no mistake about it. Gemini or cross watcher, somebody's feeling broken about the situation. They may not show you. They may be completely poker faced about it. But I think deep down inside, somebody is very hurt and very disappointed about something that may have happened. Somebody thought that they were getting away with something, Gemini. Somebody thought that you didn't see. Or cross watcher, that maybe you didn't see, or that you were too kind of naive to see the truth of what was going on. But I think that now, in hindsight, you're feeling like it was just so easy to see through, like I said, this whole wolf in sheep's clothing. Keep in mind, let me remind you, if I'm not talking about a love relationship, somebody in your situation is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and you might feel that someone is so easy to see through. What is this with glasses? Let's talk about it. I mentioned that you have a lot of eyeballs around you. A Leo just entered the reading. Okay, a lot of eyes. This is what I mean by not dating at work. Nosy people. Either way, maybe you do something on social media, Gemini. I think somebody could be watching you. Somebody could be green with envy. Gemini, somebody could possibly be watching you and acting like they don't, or completely denying that they watch you. So if you are broken up with someone, Gemini, I think that is the way that someone is kind of clearing up the fog. Something is foggy to them. I think somebody might be, if this is somebody looking back on the situation, and they feel that they've lost you, they could possibly be searching you up online. Maybe they want to see what you're up to. Maybe they want to see if you're with someone, and if this would be a good time to maybe approach you with something that they have on their mind, because it does look like somebody could be coming to look for you. But there's definitely something going on online. And yeah, and I think somebody is coming to look for someone. I say it. Lies. You got more glasses, more eyeballs. Did I make it clear enough yet? You have a wolf in sheep's clothing in your situation. Somebody's not being honest about something. Somebody runs their mouth. And maybe for some of you, this is somebody that runs their mouth, but they don't know how to run a relationship. Anyway, there's something that you might come across, and you're definitely deciding for yourself. Maybe you're playing referee in somebody's situation. Maybe it's you that's deciding the outcome to something. But definitely, this is you. The power is in your hands. You are deciding the outcome with a particular situation about whether or not you allow someone to come back. Or if maybe you feel like you made a snap judgment, snap decision. You said something maybe in the heat of an argument, heat of in anger. And you're looking back and like, oh my God, why did I react that way? Why did I do that? That sort of thing. It's up to you. The ball is in your court about how you proceed with this situation. But I definitely feel like something has gotten out of hand because something is snowballing. Okay. It seems like there's lies upon lies upon lies in your situation. And that's, I don't know, you're about to say Virgo because there's usually somebody lying in the Virgo reading. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some of you are obviously dealing with an earth sign. Or you have earth in your chart, sort of thing. Let's move on to something else that might be going on in your situation. Oh, that's why they're looking at you like that, Gemini. Or cross watcher. Maybe some people feel like at work this week that maybe you come across as a perfectionist. People see you as someone that they have admirable qualities. They admire these qualities, certain qualities about you. These observers. Maybe these are people that kind of come and observe, but they don't say anything. It doesn't appear that anybody is saying anything in your situation. What is this about? What's going on with Gemini at work? Oh, somebody wants to know the truth about something. Is this going on at work, Gemini? You got some messy people at your job, it feels like. Somebody wants to know the truth. Oh, respect your boundaries. I think these are people infringing on your privacy. I just do. I think for some of you, this is where the wolves in sheep's clothing are, is at your job. Here it is again, respect your boundaries. Somebody just doesn't seem to do so. Gemini. Maybe you do have an issue letting go of the past. Maybe you are kind of holding on to harboring some old, you know what I mean, anger about something. This is you harping on yourself when you make a mistake. What's this about these people in the background, spirit guides? Maybe somebody is watching you go through something. Because it seems like you've been going through something for the longest, Gemini or cross watcher. What's going on at work? Yep, let your emotions flow. Wash away your burdens. You're going through something. Something is pretty heavy for you. Because as I look at you in your cards, your head is down. It looks like you're feeling discouraged about something that might be going on in your personal life. Maybe you're having some fears or anxieties about something. You could be worried about your health or the health of someone else. Maybe you're feeling a bit uncertain about your direction in life right now. Something's going on. But I will say this whole scenario about this back and forth thing, this could potentially be going down at work for some of you. Your guides are saying, Gemini, or crosswatcher, you may not need to respond. Somebody this week, Gemini or crosswatcher, is thirsty for your attention. And they're trying to bring about a sense of, they're trying to create drama. Okay. We'll talk about that in a minute. I did say we would come back to it. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about this. Messiness, drama in the workplace. So be careful about going to work feeling very emotional. Wow. Let's talk about it then. Asking forgiveness. I know I made a mistake. That's what I mean about snap decisions, snap judgments at work, or whatever the case is. Somebody feels like they made a mistake in a particular situation. That's what I mean. Somebody might have thought something was real funny in the moment, you know, or maybe this is other people that did something for other people's enjoyment. Maybe this is why there's a whole bunch of eyeballs in your reading. Like somebody was maybe trying to go out of their way to embarrass someone. Somebody thought something was funny. And now looking back, yeah, somebody feels like they made a mistake. That sort of thing. But it seems like you're very focused this week. Gemini, you're very driven. Some of you, it seems like you're looking for a job. You always having, yeah, you do. I always pull anxiety energy for Gemini. Either you, like, it seems like you're fidgety, like you always have something in your hands. Like, well, you got maybe cigarette or whatever, or you vape a lot. Anyway, like I said, there could be some opportunities. Maybe you feel like you've missed out on some previous opportunities, Gemini, because maybe you feel like you were distracted and maybe it was just difficult for you to focus at work. Because it seems like you've got a lot of stuff on your mind. That's what I mean. Be careful about wearing your heart on your sleeve at work. Not to say that you can't be human, you know, but it seems like you've got some people at work, for some of you, that are just kind of, like I said, messy. And for some of you, it seems like there's one person in particular that has their eye on you. They're jealous, Gemini, or cross-watcher, and they're just looking for an opportunity to kind of embarrass you, like I said, in front of other people, because they think it's funny. This isn't to say to be overly cautious about people that you confide in, but it is saying use your discernment about who maybe you're giving your confidential personal information to, because not everyone is genuine. Not everyone has the heart that you have, Gemini. And maybe I'm not talking to the Gemini, I could be talking to the cross-watcher. Take it however it resonates. But there is someone that feels like they made a mistake about a particular situation. Like I said, wolves in sheep's clothing. Use your discernment. You know, this is asking forgiveness. This could even be for self. You know what I mean? You could be looking for this could be self-forgiveness. Anyway, like I said, this week it feels like you're striving. You have a particular goal in mind. And it seems like I said, it's been just very difficult for you to focus, for maybe you to stay on task. And maybe this is your work kind of snowballing. Maybe some of you, or this is just problems that you feel are just kind of like getting out of control sort of thing. Anyway, it seems like work performance could be an issue. And like I said, this observer situation could be that maybe people are just looking at you, Gemini. They're like, what's going on with Gemini? Why does Gemini seem so different? Why does Gemini seem so stressed at work this week? Maybe you want to fight somebody. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's not literal. Maybe this is argumentative. Like I said, back and forth type of petty energy, or someone's trying to bait you into this. Like I said, this feels like this is intentional, Gemini. I promise you, in some instances, you be the judge of this. If this is playing out, no response is needed. Somebody's looking for drama with you. They want to see you messed up. They want to see you emotional. Let me make that clear, especially if you're online. Plenty of trolls. It doesn't even have to be that you're online and you have trolls. You know what I mean? You just might have trolls in just your everyday life or whatever. This could be at home. It could be whatever setting. But like I said, expect there to be distractions. Somebody's trying to throw you off, trying to throw off your focus because, like I said, it looks like you're going to work. You're trying to be diligent, or vice versa. Somebody else is. And Gemini, this could be somebody feeling like you're the one trying to throw off their focus. All right. It seems like you're trying to provide for your family because it looks like you got something going on. I mentioned to you at home, your living situation. Let's get to it. Protection. Maybe you're kind of just staying to yourself in your protective bubble. And it's a jealousy sort of thing, right? Somebody's giving you the evil eye, Gemini. Not all of you. Gemini, but some of you got an envious person in your justice. It could have something to do with a Libra. We're going to get back to this. Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well. The Magician. Let's talk about that. Protection. Another eyeball. Somebody's watching. I think somebody could possibly be watching to see if their magic is working, Gemini. Gemini, cross watcher. Because you definitely have somebody spying at your situation. Oh, since we're talking about online, before I kind of switch subjects, be mindful of the type of information that you share online. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to tell you what to do, Gemini. You do what you feel is suitable for you. But like I said, somebody is just very invasive. And it looks like somebody is kind of like searching, fishing for information. So you might want to be selective about what you put out there. That's it. I'm not trying to be anybody's mama, but just an observation with what I see in the reading. Oh, since we're talking, let's switch gears. Talk about living situations here. Somebody might need a place to chill. Maybe somebody can't chill somewhere too long. Is this? Yeah, maybe somebody, I mentioned to you an intimate partner. Maybe this is an ex coming back for some of you. Let's say you're concerned about your health or the health of somebody around you. I think so. Somebody trying to, let's see what else is going on. Because we were talking about your money situation. Let's look at it, Gemini. What's going on with your money? Well, your money is tied to your living situation. Thank you. Your spirit guides are saying something. That's what I mean about distractions. Give these distractions less of your attention. Because it seems like these distractions could possibly be affecting your money. Your productivity at work. Thank you. Decrease, keeping still. I talked to you about someone looking to see if their magic is working. So I mean, protect your energy. Seems like somebody is trying to affect your money. See what I mean? You're trying to provide, and somebody's trying to keep you still. Difficulty at the beginning. Maybe at the beginning of the week, you might possibly experience some sort of adversity with someone trying to stop you. Okay? That's it. Somebody thinks it's funny to see you kind of fall on your luck. Justice once again. Yep. That's what I mean. Regardless of what's playing out, Gemini, like I said, give it less of your attention. Your guides, they're already on it. But it seems like maybe you've already called on your ancestors. And maybe this is you contacting your ancestors, doing some sort of spiritual work to help you to resolve a financial situation, to make things better for you. Okay? Or to maybe open some doors for you. Because it definitely feels like someone wants particular doors to be shut. Maybe this is literal. Maybe somebody wants to kind of limit your options or whatever. This is what I mean, this envious, childish sort of energy that's going on in the background, right? Green with envy. Someone's trying to limit your opportunities. Some of you, your finances have been on the decrease because maybe you're looking for a job, and maybe it's been, been a while since you've worked. It seems like some new doors are opening up for you. This is moving. Since I pulled this card here, if you're thinking about moving, you're looking for a new place, it looks like you're able to find this. There's some options that you might feel, that you might stumble upon that maybe you didn't see at first. Okay. It seems like there's something is doable as far as moving is concerned. If this is you feeling stuck, there's some sort of movement. We talked about this card that says keeping still. Things begin to flow better, it seems like. Come on, you got it again. That's what I mean. All these eyes on you. You might have more than one person that is jealous of you, Gemini or cross-watcher. So it seems like there's some job opportunities that might open up. Or like I said, if this is you, maybe you are a business owner. You might come across some opportunities to change something about your financial situation, because it looks like you're worried about homelessness. I don't know if you feel like you're afraid that maybe you're going to lose your place, Gemini. I think it's either you want to move, some of you, or some of you, it's because of your financial situation where you feel like, okay, you're concerned that maybe you're not going to be able to take care of your bills, especially the main one, your roof. Maybe something is going on your rooftop, literally. Like maybe you have a leaky roof. Maybe something's leaking in your house, Gemini, it feels like. So the takeaway from this, Gemini, you're always going to have stress, no matter what. It seems like it's going to be important this week to find a way to calm down. Maybe it might seem like other things in your life are way more important than finding a way to kind of find balance and calm in your life. But this week, Gemini, if you can find it within yourself, please relax. Take some time to recharge so that you can come from a clear mind to make clear decisions. Because it looks like you have a lot of goals in mind, and maybe you're worried about mistakes. Seems like you got to find a way to cope with this stress. You guys are saying, slow down, breathe, Gemini. You're going to get through this. And you might be looking at a situation and it may appear harder than what it really is because of the level of stress, the way that you're looking at a situation. You guys want you to know that every problem can be solved. And if there's something that you're going through right now, because it definitely feels that way, they're saying that you're going to overcome this. Whatever problem you're dealing with right now and you feel like it's just continuing to snowball and you feel like there's no end in sight, Gemini, it seems like you will overcome it. You will come out on the other side of this situation. It's going to take for you to keep going. Seems like you're confused about something. You're worried. Maybe you're not sure who to trust or who to turn to or who you can confide in with maybe something that you're going through, or somebody else feels this way connected to you. You're going to have some haters this week, Gemini. You do or you don't. Like I said, not everything applies. If you do, this feels like it's due to your individuality, your uniqueness. And it seems like somebody feels threatened that you're thriving. And this is why someone is trying to stop you. You got this card that says, you did not break me. So maybe, like I said, you got this card that also says difficulty in the beginning. So, maybe in the beginning of this week, or whenever this may have already played out, things may have been difficult, yeah? Or maybe, at some point it is, but it seems like you're going to find a way to navigate through this whole situation. Yeah, somebody stands out in the crowd, and that's what someone has an issue with. You ain't got to hide your wings, Gemini. People know who you are. People know what your gift is. They know why you're here. Maybe this is you afraid to express yourself. Or this is a relationship with a child. It seems like this could even be like maybe there's some sort of bullying happening, especially online. There's a child that may be kind of nervous to express themselves. There's somebody that feels different. Talked about being unique, standing out. So maybe there is a child that kind of stands out amongst their peers and they feel kind of awkward socially. And maybe this was you growing up, Gemini, because of the fact that you're an empath. Whatever this is that you're unsure about this week, Gemini, or whatever this is that has you feeling the way that it is, having you feel the way that you may feel about this. Your guys are saying trust. Everything is going to work out the way that it needs to. But I mean, it could seem, something in your mind could seem way bigger than what it really is. And that could be keeping you from seeing the solution. Because let's make it clear. Let's go back to the top of the reading when I was talking about your guys want you to see something. Speaking of, they want you to see something. I missed something. We're going to go back. Death. Somebody passed. Somebody did. It seems like you're thinking about this person. Oh, okay. That's your guardian angel. Listen to your guardian angel. That's why we have ask for a sign. You might see a lot of spirit signs, spirit messages. Maybe there's someone that may have passed on and maybe they show up to you as butterflies, or they find some sort of symbol to show you that they're around you. And maybe this is something that you might recognize. It seems like this is something that's been going on for a while, Gemini. It just seems like you're kind of maybe a bit too distracted to notice that in your time of adversity, you have a lot of angelic support. Did your mom pass? What is it with the spiders? That has everything to do with deception. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Be careful about your personal information. I promise you, this isn't to create anxiety, but I want you to be informed. Somebody's watching for some of you, and you would know this. Somebody spreading rumors about somebody or whatever. I said, it's background information. Don't feed into this. You know what I mean? Just be aware of what might be going on in your situation. See, you don't have just one person that's green with envy. You got them all over the place. Mouth wide open. Somebody might be just giving you this really goofy look, Gemini, because let's make it clear, you got snakes around you. And one of them could possibly be a Leo. Or a Leo might feel like you're doing this to them. You got to mask here. True feelings are masked. This is what I mean. Somebody is wolf in sheep's clothing. Somebody could be smiling in your face, Gemini, cross-watcher, buddy with you. Something about a particular situation in your life is not right with somebody that's there. Somebody's definitely trying to hinder or block you. We got this card that's talking about keeping still, decrease. Somebody's trying to create a hindrance for you. That's what I mean. Out of jealousy. Guess what, though? Forces beyond your control intervene. We talked about guardian angels. We talked about your ancestors. We talked about you having a lot of spiritual support. So in spite of all this difficulty, okay, that somebody is trying to send to you, it just seems like it won't stick, Gemini. And let me make that clear. You got justice twice. Oh, we didn't talk about that. You do have a legal situation. Justice prevails in a particular situation. It would absolutely depend on what side of karma someone is on. Someone is throwing someone a lot of negativity, a lot of frustrating energy. And no, that wouldn't be a situation working out in that person's favor. It would be, like I said, it just depends on what side of karma that you're on. You're doing this and you're throwing dirt on somebody's name, or you're trying to ruin someone's reputation and they've done absolutely nothing to you. It's not justified. Trust, karma's coming for you. And maybe that's what these spectators are. Maybe this is happening in front of other people. Somebody gets their karma while others are watching. And maybe this is other people. I don't know. It might be for someone else's entertainment. Guardian. I mentioned to you, guardian angel. Are you maybe adopting a child? what's going on with maybe that's what this court situation is, this legal situation is. Some of you, it's connected to this living situation. Some of you might be worried, like I mentioned to you, about homelessness. So maybe you're in court. Maybe this has something to do with an eviction, or whatever. Ruminate. Yep. And that's constantly what's on your mind, Gemini. Mental repetition right after that. Yes. Certain people this week, Gemini, you might be putting up boundaries with, because you see certain people for who they are. What's going on with Gemini with court, spirit guides? You definitely have a Leo. Oh, yeah, somebody's definitely inspired by you. But they don't like you at the same time. Some of you are moving because maybe you don't feel safe in your home situation. Magical powers, magician. Talking about protecting your energy, right? But not all of this is bad. Some of you Geminis, maybe you're not trying to ruin somebody's life. Maybe you're just trying to change something in your situation. Or maybe you're going to someone who is knowledgeable in magic to kind of maybe fix the situation, make things better, make the energy lighter, this sort of thing. Yes. As far as, like I said, a court situation, whatever the circumstances are behind this, it feels like justice prevails. Whether this is a legal situation or this is some sort of spiritual battle. Let's see. Holy Spirit, the advice for the Gemini nation. What's that? I don't know exactly the way the scripture goes. Psalms 23, he lays out a table before my enemies. It's like the scripture is talking about like how God is blessing you in front of your enemies. Like God is making your enemy your footstool. I'm not a religious woman. I am a spiritual woman. Just to clear that up. And no, I don't have an issue with anyone who is religious. I'm just, stating that. Anyway, besides the point. A child's love. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we can make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. Some of you, Geminis, it feels like maybe this is what the feud is. Maybe you're going back and forth with your kids. Or this is your child's other parent. And maybe this might have something to do with maybe why there's a child that's absent in your energy. I don't even want to touch on it. We got this card that's talking about death. So I don't know if some of you have lost a child. You have a child in the afterlife. But it seems like there's some sort of separation or disconnect, divide here with parent and child. We did see a card talking about guardian. I said someone could be maybe a surrogate parent. Speaking of that, Gemini, listen to your guardian angel. Hello from heaven. We talked about that earlier. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you and prove that they're with you at this time. Especially if you're going through something and you feel like you're kind of just going through this alone. It feels like this is what your guardian angel, in whatever form or whomever this may happen to be for you, they're coming to bring you peace. They're coming to show you that everything is going to be okay. Even at the moment, if things just seem like they're completely out of control, or you feel like you have absolutely no control over the things that are going on in your situation. Keep in mind, let's go back to it. Forces beyond your control step in to intervene. As said, it's contingent upon what side of karma you're on. Like I said, if you're doing something to make things, you're using your superpower, so to speak, to wreak havoc on someone's life. Like I said, you don't expect justice to prevail for you. Yeah, you're going through it to a tarot reader. This is just a gift of yours, Gemini. You have a very unique spiritual gift. Gemini or cross watcher. Yeah, use your skills to aid others. But it seems like somebody is using their skills to F up somebody's situation. Pure childishness. Just my 2 cents, and I feel comfortable throwing it in. Soul power. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. This is what I mean, Gemini. This is your birthright. You've been endowed with this power, this ability. Like I said, it just depends on how you want to use it. You can use this power to change your circumstances. Even if this is someone throwing this energy at you, you're not here to be someone's doormat. Defend yourself. If you decide to not defend yourself, at least protect your energy. The choice is entirely up to you, whatever you decide to do with that. But this concludes your 7-day forecast, Gemini Nation. I hope it was helpful. I wish you absolutely nothing but the best, Gemini Nation. If you found that this reading was helpful to you, thumbs up the video. Consider subbing to my channel. And if you do decide to subscribe, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you are alerted whenever I upload a video for a sign that either you're cross-watching for or whenever I go live. Thank you, Gemini and cross-watchers, for joining me. Have a beautiful, blessed, and productive week. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.